Hey guys, me Danny, and today I'm going to be doing Avengers Endgame review. So before I even start this video, spoiler alert, please do not watch this if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame. If you do have been seeing, well, sorry, if you did watch the Avengers Endgame, then continue watching this video. I'm just warning you, so I don't want to spoil anything to anyone, so I'm just giving you a warning there. Alright then. So I'm going to talk about my point of view of the movie, and I'm also going to be talking about mainly about the points that I saw in the movie. I have written a lot for this, so I have notes with me, so I can remember the stuff. So first of all, we're going to start with the beginning, and we're going to start with how Hawkeye was with his family, and they were playing the arch. He was teaching one of his children to do archery. And in this, you can see that when he was teaching them something, they vanished, and you can see all the sparkling things. So that I did not expect that they would vanish. I was like, okay, that was a bit weird. And you can see that he's like, where are they? Where are they? We also got the Nebula and the Tony one, where in that time before, what happened with the snap, Nebula and Tony were together in a ship, in the Milano ship, I think. And you can tell that Nebula was really, like, she helped him, even was hurt. You can tell that he was really down, and he talked on a camera to Pepper and everything. And when I saw him, he was really skinny. I was like, wow, he looks so different. And, of course, then we see Captain Marvel come in, and she rescues them and put them to meet with the gang, I think gang, the Avengers. And you see Steve, you see Natasha, you see Bruce, you have seen, what's his name? Oh my gosh, what is his name? Sorry guys. Rhodes, so you see Rhodes, he's there as well. And you see Rocket, it's about to forget Rocket, how dare I? When we go there, we see they have a little discuss, and, they have a little bit of argument. You can tell that, Tony's really weak, so, you can get that frustration. You can see the fight that was going on, and then he even took out that and then just put it right in front of him. He said you needed it or something. And he fell down. So you can tell he was weak. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so tension, really, wow. So after that, you can see that Captain Marvel will start saying, oh, I'm going to fight Thanos. He said, no, you're a team and that. So then after that, they all go to where Thanos lives, and you just see Thanos. He's really destroyed, and his face is all burned and everything. And now you can see that his arms is always burnt. So they've gone back in time to kill him basically. And you see Captain Marvel go shh like that, and just boom like that, and try to go around him, try to take his head off. I don't know how I remember this. And then you can see that she's trying to get it, and then you just see all the gang, and you see Thor just like shoo like that. Yeah. So you can see all that strong that's gonna happen. And then you just see Thor just cut his head off like this and cut his hand. I was like, what? Did not expect that. And when I think Nebula was there as well, she was there, and I forgot Nebula. Nebula was there. Well, she was Tony, but she was there. She was about to say something, but then Thor just chopped his head off. I was like, what? Did not expect that. I think he just got really pissed because Thanos was an idiot, and he was saying stuff like, "I'm inevitable," and he was saying that where the stones, so they all had to go back, and so now they have to figure out where the stones are and stuff like that. And after that, we then see Scott Lang coming back from the quantum realm, and that one was a bit, because I did not even know what happened with that one. That was a bit weird. And then you can see him going around, and he's seeing the stones, and his name was in it. And then I see him reunite with his daughter, and it was so cute, and it was really nice to see what's her name? Casey, is it Casey? Yeah, it's Casey, sorry. I was about to say Hope. No, not Hope. Hope was vanished, so yeah, you can see that he went with Casey, and then after that he went to meet with Stephen Rogers, and he was explaining about the time travel and how he was there in the time travel, and he wanted to know how to go back in time. And in this, we see, I think we do see Hulk, really the Green Hulk, So it was kind of weird to see Hulk like that, and of course I mentioned that already. So yeah, we just see that he meets with them and talks about them, and then they go to Tony, and more later on, he already have his wife, well Pepper, and the daughter Morgan. He calls her 300. Um, he talks to them, but I think Tony refused because he's with a child, he doesn't want to do it. But after that, he talks to Pepper, and he says, "Oh, I think he found a way." And then they reunited with Steve, and like, let's do this. And then you can see Tony gave him the shield to him. He's like, "It's yours," and everything. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't give anyone the space that he had because he had this big car." You know how he goes that big and full like that. Um, After that, they ask. Then Tony reunites with Banner, and then this is the Banner thing, and you can see Banner is all happy. People take pictures of him. He's kind of showing off. So it was kind of weird to see him like that, but I liked it in a way. It was really interesting to see. Tony. Bruce, to see him look Hulk way. After that, we see Natasha and Hawkeye meet, and you can see that his Ronin basically, and he's basically killing people, and you can see Natasha was with him, and then they reunite and stuff like that. After that, we do see Thor, and when I saw Thor, I was like, oh my god, he looks so different. Apart from that, Thor was basically overweight. I don't want to say fat, that's weird. He was overweight, and you can tell he was eating beer, and Falky said he was eating beer all day, and that Korg was there, and even Meek was there, and you can tell that he was really depressed since the day, Thanos. And when Banner said Thanos, he was like, no, don't say his name, and he got really emotional. So to see Thor was kind of funny. That scene was funny in a way. It was really funny to see Thor different like that. So now we're going to go on to the travel back in time. They go back in time in New York to basically, I think it's to get the... I'm trying to remember this. Okay. So then we talk about when they go back in time in New York City, and then just the part where they had the Tesseract, I think the Tesseract or something like that, blue thing. So in this time, they want to go back in time, so they switch some paces, and they want to go back in time and get the stones back. We can see Banner talks to the Ancient One and talks about where is Doctor Strange. She said that he's sleeping in the moment because he wasn't Doctor Strange in that time. And then she says that he gave back the stone, and she's like, why? And he's like, oh, why do you do that? Because she's like, why do you do that? And then he's like, I really need. So I think she had the stone, so I think she probably gave it to him. Steve retrieves the Mind Stone, but I think they retrieve the Mind Stone that Steve was to do, but Tony and Lang fails to retrieve the Space Stone. Space Stone? I think so. I think it's the blue one. I don't remember, but I think it's that one. But in that time, Loki got the stone, so it was kind of hard. So then Rogers and Stark, Howard had traveled back in time to steal the Space Stone. And then in that time, we can see Rogers is like in a suit, and he's like basically trying to retrieve the stone, and look. And then I think he sees Peggy. But you can't go back in time and see your future because it's going to affect and stuff like that. And then we see Tony reunite with his dad, and it was nice. And then he was saying, "Oh, who should call your son?" And it was a nice moment for them. And after that, we see Rocket and Thor travel to Asgard to retrieve the Reality Stone, and then Thor obtains his hammer when he's with his mom, and he saw his mom. So basically, I'm not explaining myself right. Basically, they all had to team up, and each of these people had to go and retrieve the stones back. So in this, we see Thor really emotional, so you see his mum like that, because that's when the mum dies, and he gets emotional, and then he talks to her, and then you see Jane in this as well, and he sees Jane, so he gets a bit emotional, but and he obtains a hammer that he wants, and he's like, oh my god, yes, a mighty Thor. And then Nebula and Rose will then have to steal the Power Stone before Quill steals it, and then they do that, and after they were going to go back in time and switch them back, Nebula got stuck there because Thanos basically in the past, I think in the present or something like that, he tries to go for a mind, and she gets stuck there, and then what happens is she gets stuck due to the thing, and Thanos gets her and prison her and torture her. And the present Nebula, they think that she's alive, basically. She is alive, but she isn't. And, yeah. So then we see Thanos, and he talks to Gamora in this time, Gamora and Nebula were his lead and stuff like that. So then I think Ebony Moore, he sees that Rhodes and Nebula was there. He's like, oh, who's that? Why would you do that? So then he blames the girl. He blames his own daughter Nebula, saying, why did you do that? She's like, no, I didn't do anything for that. I promise I didn't do that. And so Gamora's there, and then they eventually get Nebula, and they change the helmet thing around her. So then the person with Thanos is with her. So that's what happened basically. And I can tell the suffering of Nebula. Like, Nebula suffered a lot. It was just too much. I just feel sorry for the poor girl. So now after we can see that they're all done, Thanos will then gets Nebula head and so yeah, I just said Nebula captures her and she tries to put them in there. And then in this moment, I think Nebula was saying to Gamora, saying, oh, do you want to know what your dad did? Basically, she was explaining to him that don't you want to know how you died? Basically, how he threw that to the Soul Stone to get the Soul Stone, basically. But, of course, the other Nebula cut her off, basically. But after that, then we see Bart and Natasha. So this is when they go back in time, and they had to get the Soul Stone, and they had to sacrifice the person they loved. So in this, it was a bit sad because them two were fighting. Like, one of them wanted to sacrifice, the other one to sacrifice. So when they nearly fell off, they were fighting over on who wanted to be sacrificed. Natasha fell off. I did not expect that ending because I was like, I really did not expect Natasha to die. And you can see it was really sad, and he cried. And when he woke up, he had the Soul Stone in his hand. And after they came back with all the Soul Stones and stuff like that, they explained how Natasha, she died basically, and Hulk got angry and everyone cried and everything, and she said, and they said, oh, who was her family? And then Steve was like, it was us. I think he said that. So yeah. And after that, they got the Soul Stone, and then they figure out who's gonna snap the fingers, and then of course, Thor says, I should do it, I should kill it. And they said, no, Bruce should do it, because Bruce said, oh, I should do it. So then, before we see that, he snaps the fingers, and then after this, nothing happens. So after that, Nebula transports Thanos to fight the Avengers, so basically transport them back to where they are. Which, I was like, oh my god, I knew she was not her. So I was like, oh, damn it. So now after that, we can see Gamora, she's talking to Nebula. Nebula saying, oh, you should let me go. And then, of course, Nebula helps her, and she shakes her hand and helps and everything. And after that, we see the battle with Thanos and everything. And I saw the fight, it was really good. You can see Captain America and Tony and Thor were all there. Thor had the Miner, and he had the Stormbreaker, Mine, I think it's called. And with them both, and his suit was all different, and he had the braid in his beard. He looked so different. I was like, oh my god, so cool. And yeah, I wear my hammer today, and I'm wearing this full top as well, just to mention you. I'm a full fan. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Right, this is the moment, guys, you're going to see. So, when we see, they'll trying to, but, Thanos is not strong enough. Oh my god, you see Thor in the floor. Oh my god, what's happened to Thor? And then you just see Captain America got the minute with with the weapon, and he got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I knew it. Everyone was shouting, trust me, everyone was shouting. I was like, I knew that he would do that. Because I was like, I knew it. Even on, I think it was Age of Ultron, and he was trying to get the hammer out of the thing, and Thor was like doing that. I knew he could get it, and I was like, it was so cool, and he used it, and he went like that on Thanos. It was so good. Captain Marvel was there. She tried to fight off, but it wasn't strong enough. And then you see, I think Banner and Rocket were all stuck in the flood water thing, and I think they eventually got out, but it took them longer enough. And Gamora and Nebula, they were just fighting, And I think in this part, Nebula killed both the President, because she was like, they were telling her, don't do it, but she killed her eventually. And then we saw Hawkeye running from the monsters because he got the gauntlet. So the gauntlet was like that, and I had to get the gauntlet because Thanos wanted to get the gauntlet eventually. In this, we see, oh my god, we see everyone reunite. We see, oh my god, Bucky. We see all the Revengers. We see the Asgardians. We see Valkyrie. We see Groot. We see Spider-Man. All the people got fights, and Doctor Strange was there, and Wong was there. We just see everyone who reunited from there. We saw Black Panther. We saw Okoye. We saw Shuri. Other people back was there, and yeah. So it was really nice to see all of them. I was like, oh my god, they're all back. You can see Spider-Man. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. So they're all trying to fight the army. So they all fight the army, and there's everyone there, and they fight them. And we saw Wanda, and there's one part that Wanda was doing this to Thanos, and doing that. It was really good. And then, of course, this is the part that I did not like. So in this, Stock dies. And it was really emotional for me because I really got a connection with this character. I was like, oh my god, she's dying, and I can't believe this. This shook to my life. So we see he holds his hand, and then I think he snaps it, and then he dies, and then we see everyone crying, and Spider-Man crying, and Pepper was there as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Pepper was there with her suit, and she was amazing. She was like a queen. Yes, queen. And after that, what happened? They had a funeral of Stark, and they had their thing, and then it said a writing. I can't forget about it. And they had all their hands, but it was all red. It was really nice, the funeral. Everyone was there, and then the Morgan was there. It was really sad for me because I cried. I think everyone cried. I think it was just emotional in this. I did not expect that ending to be. Then after that, Thor did appoint Valkyrie to be the king because he doesn't want to be a king anymore. She said, okay. And then she was like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Then he joins the Guardians of the Galaxy while Quill searches for Gamora in 2014. Oh yeah, sorry to mention this, but in the battle, she doesn't remember him because I think she never met him that well, and she was like, who are you? And she hits him, and of course that's why you want to search for her. And then the ending was really nice, so they all wanted to get the stones, basically put the stones back, but Steve got the hammer and all the stones, but then he chose to stay with Peggy, which is such a lovely ending. So he chose to stay with her till the end, and he promised to dance he promised to dance with her. And then after that, they wanted to put him back, but couldn't put him back. And it was really sad and emotional for basically everyone, actually. And yeah, and then after that, he gave the shield to Sam. Falcon. Yeah, I was going to mention to you, Falcon was there as well. Sorry about that. So Sam Wilson was there, and he gave me the shield. I was like, that's really nice, because then he's like, I can't have it. He's with Peggy in it, so he could give it to her. And then that's the ending. So in the ending, there was no end credits, and people were saying, oh, piss. But I think the ending credits, they did it in a good way. So that was good, actually. Alright, guys, so this is what I think I said about it. I'll tell you, I did enjoy the movie. It was emotional. It was laughing. I laughed so much. It was fun. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that there was a part where basically they're going back in time, and they'll keep making Lion King going smaller. I will tell you, the suits are amazing. I love the suits. Amazing. Alright, guys, I'm going to the other questions, and I got 6 questions. The first one is, how did you feel walking in and walking out? When I walked in, I felt really excited, really nervous, but when I walked out, I felt really drained out and emotional, just drained out. Is there a favourite scene, and why? My favourite scene would probably have to be when Captain America holded the miner and hit them, and I think that was really cool because you get to see with him with the hammer, and I found that was a really good scene. I also like the scene where sorry, I forgot to mention this. So you can see Captain Marvel's arguing, and they were talking about, there was a clip thing that I reacted to, so that was there as well. I think that's my favourite scene. And my other favourite scene is when they go to when Thor, he starts crying. That was a bit funny. So those scenes with Thor was funny. What happened? The third question is, what happened in Endgame you thought would happen, and what shocked you? Okay, I really thought what would happen was that I knew that that Captain America can hold the miner, which I knew for a fact that I knew he can do that. So I knew that anyways. What shocked me to hell was when Tony Stark died, because yes, they had. That's why Doctor Strange was like, oh, that was basically what you had to do. But it shocked me so much because I did not expect, him to die, and it was really emotional for me. I cried so much that I just came out of the cinema really emotional. But that's Avengers for you. But I was really shocked actually. So imagine if the actors were there, what would I say to them? I would say to them that thank you for the journey that you put me through. I did enjoy the laughs, and you know, I did enjoy the laughs, and I enjoyed this experience, and you just made my life a big day, and I thank you for all the actors who made my life a good day. I'm trying to get emotional, sorry. So the fifth question: what was the audience like? Some of the audience were there were people were shouting when with the Captain America scene. Some people were laughing. I was crying mostly, so I can hear. My friend was, oh god, she was like, comfort me, and I was like, I know. But this is the mixed feelings. So Infinity War and Endgame make people feel different emotions. So my question is, which one made you more mixed feelings? I think both of them made mixed feelings, because I think this one was more emotional than Infinity War. It was emotional, but I think it was more emotional when Tony Stark dies. Okay, guys, I hope you liked this video. I know it's a long video, but this was not my experience. I did enjoy the movie. I'll watch it again. Hopefully I did say everything about it. I am really drained out with this Tony Stark, but I am happy for the experience, and I'm happy for the upcoming Marvel movies that's gonna come, which I'm happy for Spider-Man, Black Panther. I'm happy for Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm happy for those movies to come, and hopefully I did say that. There is more, but I'm happy for those. Alright guys, if you have any more questions, please fill in the comments down below and just let me know, and I'll answer the questions for you. But these are the 6 questions I answered for you guys. Alright then. I'll show you the back of this because you haven't seen it. So basically, it's like that. It's the full hammer. So I got this at Comic Con, and I got this in China as well. So yeah, give a thumbs up down below. What do you think? Hope you guys like this video. My Snapchat and my Instagram will be down below, and yeah. Okay then. Bye guys.